How's it going, people? Welcome back to my channel. I thought I'll give you guys a video today, considering in my opinion there's some big news around Aubameyang mainly, and Mkhitaryan and Mustafi. They've all removed Arsenal FC from their bio. You can say I'm looking into it a bit too much, or you can take it for what it is, and they've all chosen to do that. For what reason, who knows? I can't really see a plausible reason apart from they're going to be moved on. They must be close to the exit door, because to remove Arsenal Football Club from your bio, you're removing the association with the club. Now, I haven't checked Twitter, I haven't checked other platforms to see if they've done the same there, but in my opinion, it is big news. Obviously, the biggest of all is Aubameyang. It might come somewhat as a surprise to people, but obviously in the last few days, in the last week, we've heard that there's some interest from China. They want to give him 300k a week, and there's figures touted around 80 mil. Obviously, in my opinion, look, he was a top scorer for us. He was joint top scorer in the Prem. I think in some of the bigger games he did let us down a bit, but it was a welcome addition, having a striker that, you know what, enjoyed playing for us again, got a good decent amount of goals, and was building a good partnership with Laka. But at the same time, at Arsenal Football Club, we've got an issue with money. It doesn't look like we've got a lot. That Europa League final loss to Chelsea, it was so massive. It was massive in terms of moving us as a club forward. The money we could have got from that, added to the sponsorship deals, Adidas coming in, the Emirates sponsorship going up, I think 10-15 mil more a season. All of that added revenue would have helped us build. The attraction of Champions League football would have helped us get the biggest players, or the best youngsters, or a mix of both. It would have put us in the same kettle of fish with other clubs like Chelsea, or like whoever else, just battling for maybe not the biggest names around, but the bigger names, the Champions League names. But instead we fucked up. And obviously rumours of 40-45 mil. I keep on telling you guys, don't listen to that. That is false. That we've got at least 17 mil. We should have 90 mil, but we've got at least 17 mil. So I'm going to work with that figure. Just to keep it realistic, I'm going to work with the lowest figure that I know we've got minimum, and that's 70 mil. There's no doubt about that. No one can argue that. We had 70 mil last summer after spending 100 mil in the previous 12 months, adding Ozil 350k onto the wage bill, and we still spent 70 mil. This year we didn't add no one in January. Wages are coming off in Ramsey, Welbeck, Czech, Lichtsteiner, and sponsorship deals. We've got at least 70. So I'm going to work with that figure. Now, regarding Aubameyang, now, am I up for selling him? Yeah, I am. 80 mil? I can't lie to you. We might regret it. It's a risky one, but at the end of the day, he's 30 years of age. It's only been a year and a half, so I don't like to judge on such short time, especially when I'm judging on the big games, because I feel like players need some time to bed into the Premier League and then time to kick on. It's been a year and a half. He's got a hell of a lot of goals for us. His goals to game ratio is great. It's been probably the best for an Arsenal striker since God knows who. So credit to him for that. He's brought back some good energy to the club. He's brought back some, positive vibes. Credit to him for that. But I'm all about Arsenal. I'm all about moving Arsenal Football Club forward. So let's say the 80 mil rumours are true. Let's say this is all happening. Am I against it? No, I'm not against it. Reason being, because that 80 mil can be reinvested very, very wisely elsewhere. Very wisely. If you think about it, I'm happy with Laka leading the line next season. A lot of people are going to be like, nah, Laka can't lead the line. He's not a great goal scorer. And so on. And there is arguments behind that. I can counter with he's a big game player. I can counter with if we buy goal scoring wingers, the burden would be taken off and he'd have more room because we'd be more of a threat as a team. Certain times as a team, when you've only got one or two real attacking threats, it's easy to manage the game for an opposition. It's easy to manage our attack because it's only coming one of two ways, or sometimes one way. And if that's not good enough, on attack, you need all areas as a threat. I'm not going to lie to you, all areas. And now the fullback areas have become a threat attacking wise. So it's all to be considered. But let's say the 80 mil rumours are true. We get 80 mil for Arba. Laka takes his place up front. In my opinion, now I'm going to do a broader video on this. I'm going to do a broader video on my starting 11 for next season. I'm going to make it realistic. It's taken a little while because I want to make it realistic in terms of our sales, in terms of the ins, in terms of something we can actually do. No, nothing dreamy, because that's not what I'm about. Nothing dreamy. So we get 80 mil for Oba. What I would do straight away, 60 mil for Pepe. Before any bigger clubs go in for him, before any Champions League quality clubs go in for him, let's just offer the 60 mil. Test the water. I think Lille will accept 60 mil. I think they'll accept it. Get the deal done. The other 20, put on Fraser, put on Brooks. Brooks will be more, but put on Fraser. That's your wing sorted with Reece Nelson coming back. You got Fraser, you got Nelson, you got Pepe for 2 wing positions plus Iwobi. Yeah? Lacquer up front with Pepe and Fraser either side. Starting to look a lot more healthier in attack. Starting to look a lot more healthier. Even if the Ziyech 25 million release clause rumours are true, get him instead of Fraser or Brooks. So they got Ziyech and Pepe replacing Oba, and you haven't even touched your original transfer funds first, which I mentioned earlier. 70 mil I've set at the minimum I know we have. So the 70 mil now, it's not been touched. The 80 mil has been spent to sort the wings out, and with Reece Nelson coming back, that's 4 wingers for 2 positions. Perfect. Risky, but perfect. Then we'll have a problem up front because we'll need a backup striker. So that's one player added to the list. We'll need a backup striker off the back of Oba leaving. That's fine. Remember that. We'll need a backup striker. In terms of player sales, Mickey and Mustafi now, they've also taken our name off their bio. Mickey, 15 mil? Should we say 15 mil? Let's say 15 mil for both. Let's say we get 30 mil for Mickey and Mustafi. Yeah? Add that to the 70 mil. Now you've got 100 mil. 100 mil. You need a backup striker off the back of it. You need a centre-back anyway. You need a centre-mid. Yeah? Centre-mid, centre-back, starting, and a backup striker. 100 mil for them 3 positions. Plausible. You can do it. Like I said, I'm going to do a broader video on this where I'm going to mention some more names, but it can be done. For 100 mil for them 3 positions, you go cheap on the backup striker. Maybe you go for someone with experience that maybe a last chance at a big club before they, head over to America or wherever they want to head over to retire. Someone to come and just do a job for a season, so we can analyze things a bit better, build a better structure. Maybe next season add some competition to Lacquer. Or if he has a banging year and Barcelona still want him, or someone wants him next season, move him for 100 mil and reinvest. As long as I see reinvestment, I don't really care who leaves the team. I'll be honest. As long as I see reinvestment, ambition, and determination to get us back, get a structure back at this club, I don't mind who we sell. And you lot have heard Lacquer's my favourite player. Lacquer's been my favourite player this season. I'd start him up front next season, regardless of Oba staying or going. But it is what it is at Arsenal Football Club right now. No one, 100%. Everyone's got a price tag at this club. Everyone. So it is what it is for now. We gotta be shrewd. We gotta be wise. So for that 100 mil for them 3 positions, like I said, backup striker. Try and get someone in cheap. Maybe 10, 20 mil, 10, 15, 20 mil. Maybe get someone in around that price tag. You still got 80 mil to mess around with for centre mid and centre back, and that's only with Mickey and Mustafi going. You could add 10 mil on Chambers, maybe 5 mil on Ospina, or 3 mil, whatever it is. Add that the wages have come off the wage bill as well. That increases the money. Who else can you potentially sell? And who? Well, obviously, this is me without talking about Ozil. Now, obviously, I don't think it's going to happen, selling Ozil, but it'd look a lot better with Fraser and Pepe either side of Ozil and Lacquer up top, who can actually link up well. The team would look a lot better like that. And it maybe, just maybe, we might get some better form out of Ozil like that. With better wingers and a solid striker up front, like, what more could he possibly want around him? So that could also benefit us. When I'm saying 80 mil for the centre back and centre mid, that's a difficult one, because I think you can get Konate. I know I said I'm not going to mention names, but I think you can get Konate for about 40 mil, RB Leipzig. Why not? That's half of the money done, 40 mil left. And with the 40 mil left, like I said, if you add some Chambers money, if you had some Ospina money, if you had maybe one maybe player sale more, you can rise that up to about 50 mil, 55 mil for a centre mid or box-to-box midfielder. And then your team starts looking a lot better. A lot better. I know Bellerin's not going to make the start of the season. So the fullback positions are issues as well. But all in good time, man. All in good time. Like, we're not oil rich. We're not a club that can sort out all the mess in one season like Pep did after his first season. And we haven't got the platform to reinvest yet, like Klopp got to do with his player sales. His assets, look, one player Coutinho, 140 mil, just like that. Nice. So, of course, it's different and it's more difficult for Unai Emery. But that news today, it is what it is. It's gonna be that news to me indicates it's gonna be a good summer in terms of a shake-up. That's how I see it. I know a lot of fans are upset and a lot of fans are doomed about it, but at the end of the day, something has to happen. Something has to happen. If it's this is what it is. Like I said, no player has warranted that status at Arsenal Football Club to say we can't sell him. Nobody at all. I know we've got a young keeper in Leno. I know we've got a young DM in Torreira. I know we've got a young gem in Guendouzi. But even them, after a year, even if someone came in with healthy money for them, I'd just be like, you know what, do it and reinvest. Because it's something we have to do for now. It's something we have to do. It's just we need to do it wisely, not how it was done in the previous 3-4 years previous to Unai Emery's appointment. Because we did spend, I think, around the same money as Liverpool in that time. We spent around the same money, but our investments were poor. The quality was poor, turned out to be duds. And their investment turned out to be very wise. I think they got Salah for 30-something mil, for example. And we got Xhaka for 30-something mil. So you can see, along the seasons, things have changed. There was a time 5 years ago, Sanchez picked us over Liverpool. You look at that now, it's laughable. It's laughable, do you know what I mean? Yeah, cool, we've won 3 FA Cups and whatnot, but they've just won Champions League and battled City to the last day of the Premier League. Well, we're still doing the same shit. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, I thought I'll give you guys that video, or this video, to kind of put a better perspective on things. And I know most fans are going to be kind of upset about it, and it seems like the same old shit again. But it might be the shake-up we've all been asking for. There's been rumours of Xhaka to Inter. I don't believe them, if I'm honest. Emery signed him to a new contract last summer. I think he's part of Emery's plans. But if it was to happen, let it happen. That's someone that could definitely go. Definitely. So things are happening. The sooner the better as well, because we need the best possible platform to build on next season. We need as much time as possible with this new team we build, or the new structure we bring in, the new just everything needs to be fresh again. Everything needs to be Emery's ideology, in my opinion. He's had the season to analyse the team. He's brought in some gems with the 60 mil he spent last summer. He's done enough with that 60 mil to give me hope that he can spend money wisely. People can say it's Sven, people can say it's this and that. That's fine. If it was them, then we'll soon find out, do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, every manager, in my opinion, deserves 2 seasons. And if you give the manager 1 season to analyse the team and pick it apart and see what's needed and what's not needed, then you need to give them the next season to do those, and give them the platform in the summer to make those changes and build upon what he thinks he needs to build upon. Because it's no guarantee. I know I support Emery on Twitter and I debate with people, but my thing is, I'm not saying he's guaranteed. And I know if it was ever to come out that he fails, people will be down my neck saying, see, but I'm not saying it's guaranteed. No manager taking us over with this budget can guarantee success. None. And the managers that are good enough for us, the names that are good enough for us, wouldn't accept the job because of the funds available, because the job is actually difficult. And people use that against Emery and say maybe that's because he took the job on. He knew what he was getting himself into, so he took a hard job on. How are you gonna get onto the man for that? Do you get me? So these rumours about Oba, Mickey, Mustafi, well, especially Mickey and Mustafi, get the fuck out. Them two can get the fuck out. There's no doubt about that. 15 mil each, 10 mil each. Ship them away, please. It'll be... Hey, that is a great start to the summer. If them two leave to start... Well, not even start the summer off. We're in the transfer window. If them two leave... Great news, man. That is great news. That is great news. And then if Oba leaves on top of that, I need to see reinvestment, because one of our big names have gone, one of our top performers have gone from last season. The guy that helped us get a top 4 battle, the guy that helped us to the Europa League final has gone. Reinvest. If I don't see reinvestment of an Oba sale, if I don't see more funds than 40-45 mil spent, then next season from game 1, I'm going to be vexed, and people are going to ask me, Turkish is always vexed. He's always angry. He's always moaning. He's always negative. I know already, best believe, if we don't do what I know we need to do this summer, I'm going to be vexed from game 1. And I'm just going to say it. I'm going to spit the truth from game 1 next year. I'm not even going to do this season. I tried to have a little bit more hope than I usually do, and be a little bit more hopeful with my predictions. Next year, I'm being real. Next year, I'm being real. Every game, the realest prediction. Obviously, I want Arsenal to win every single game, but you got to be real as well. You got to be real. Don't add to the banter club theory about us. Because when they say banter club, it's as much the fans as the players. That's what they're talking about. If you see us on Twitter, we're a mess. But listen, before this video gets too long, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your comments below. Let me know what you think about my proposition regarding Oba's sale of 80, Pepe, Fraser in, or Pepe, Ziyech in, and then 100 mil to spend on the other areas of the squad. Let me know what you think about that. Hopefully it's provided a brighter perspective to Oba taking his DP off and Arsenal FCI's bio. If not, let me know what you think. Is it a case of Arsenal FC selling their biggest players to make money again and not reinvest properly? Is that what you think it is? If so, let me know, man. We'll find out soon enough anyway. One of us are going to be right. One of us are going to be right. And anytime I'm wrong, I hold my hands up. It's cool. People are wrong. Like, it happens. Do you get me? But yeah, keep up the follows, subscribes, likes, shares, retweets. Try and get this out there. Try and get my channel out there. Listen, follow my Instagram. It's in the description. Follow my Twitter. It's in the description. But Instagram's the one I use more. So anyone that hasn't followed me on Instagram, make sure you follow me. And on Instagram, do that story thing, put at me, and I'll re-at it and do all of that stuff. Do you get me? I don't follow many people. I'm trying to keep that down, but at the same time, I'll re-at everyone's story. I'll reply to messages. Like, talk to me, man. Talk to me.